Hey guys, Hack Tutorials, and I'm going to show you how to put your PS3 back together. So we have it totally stripped apart. Here's the motherboard, here's the fan and heat sinks, battery, and some other stuff around the room. So yeah, let's get right in it. I just made a video on how to replace thermal paste on your CPU and GPU. If you guys are coming from there, I'm going to show you how to basically just put it all back together nice and carefully. So first thing you want to take is you want to take this portion of sheet metal, I guess, and you got to position it the right direction. So look right here, you see all these holes? Those line up with these ports in the back. See, there's HDMI somewhere here and like all that. So you want to line those up nice and carefully, and actually also you want to take this and put it through the hole in here. So this is actually upside down. So there's a hole right here. Just want to thread this through all the way. Alright, so once it's on, it should look like this. Now what you're going to want to do is move it aside, put down your fan with heat sinks, carefully flip it over. And here, this is you want to be really careful if you just replace your thermal paste and put it on correctly. So first, make sure you line it up with the holes in the heat sinks, and plop it down once you have it lined up. So once it's down, maybe apply a little bit of pressure to get your thermal paste nice and even. Okay, so now you can just leave it, maybe put a little bit of pressure right here. Okay, and then go get your other sheet of metal, this here, and we're going to put this on now. Just on this side. There we go, it's on. And now, take your clips here, whatever you want to call them, put them down. There we go. And get your screws that look like this, and just screw these down. We're going to do this a little bit at a time to make sure we put even pressure on the heat sinks and GPU and CPU and all that, because we don't want to crack anything, and we want everything to be just even. So grab yourself a nice big screwdriver. We're going to screw a little bit down at a time. So once it's in, move on to the next screw. Next screw. Next screw. That didn't really go in well. Just continue it on. Don't tighten them all the way yet. Now I could start tightening it all the way. One at a time. Okay, so those are on. And now you'll find that there are places to screw in all around the edges. So we're going to grab these silver screws, and I'm going to be right back. I'm going to turn on the light. So yeah, we're going to grab the silver screws and screw them on wherever you see an arrow. So here's the first arrow, if you could see right there. I'll zoom in a little bit. So there's an arrow. So we put the screw in, screw it in. So these screws around the edges are a little bit tight, or they were at least when I first took apart the PS3, so you gotta make them tight, just like they were before. And I like to do screws on opposite sides first. So there's one right here. If you could see the arrow that's right there, there's a screw right there. Alright, so we got all the silver ones are on the edges, and now you're going to have to grab your slightly bigger black screws, and I'm going to zoom in here. There should be a couple on the side here. You see, okay. So get those both in. There we go. Take your other black screw. You should have two kinds of black, well, no, actually three kinds. You should have the black safety ones. You should have slightly bigger black ones and the small ones. So then take the other one, put it right here. There we go, that's in. Okay, so once you got all the screws around the outside and all of these screws in, you can just flip this right over. And first go ahead and take the fan clip and plug it in right here, just like that. So now the fan's attached. And what you could just do is grab the bottom of your PS3, like encasing. Make sure you face it the right way. So here's the front of the PS3, here's the front of the PS3. And you could drop this right in. Just carefully and line it up where it needs to be lined up. There we go, it's in. Now we're going to screw some of the little black screws to hold this down. Okay, so you should have gotten a total of 3 of those little screws. There's one right here, one right here, and one hidden right here. This took me a little while to find. Once you have those in, go grab your power connector, and we're going to put this right in here. Got to line it up. There's a hole right here, and that goes with this. There, that's in. And now, flip around your PS3. Now we're going to screw in this hard drive case. We need two very small screws for this. They're silver. Now you could take your Wi-Fi or Bluetooth antennae, so black goes on the top. I'm going to zoom in there. So this top left one is black, and the bottom right one is the white one. So I'm actually going to screw them in first. So you screw them in right here on these two posts. The black one is the one to the left. Take a small silver screw, the same one as you would use for the hard drive, and then put it in this hole. These screws are very easy to drop inside your PS3, so get something with a magnet in case that happens, and then you could easily get them out. Once this is seated, take the black wire and then clip it on right here. I'm not going to zoom in quite yet because I need two hands to do this. There you go. So there, the black is seated, and then we're going to do the same with the white one. So both of them are in now. And what Sony did originally is they made like little ledges for these to be guided. So you could find those ledges and put them underneath for organization. There we go, that's good. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our panel where the on button and the eject button are, and you're going to look right here, and you're going to see a little bit of a clip. So I'm going to zoom in there. There's the clip. We're just going to take this the correct way and put it in there. There we go. Now I can just rest it like this. So next we're going to take our Blu-ray drive and we're going to put it in. So my Blu-ray drive is right here. It would face this way. Remember that there's actually a ribbon cable right here on the bottom of it that connects right here, attaches right there. So you're going to have to put it on so that the ribbon cable goes inside here. I can't show you from any angle. It's way too difficult for me to do. So you're going to have to figure out how to do that yourself. It's a little bit tricky, but I'll be back when I finish putting the Blu-ray drive in there. So I got the Blu-ray drive ribbon cable attached. Now you could just take the panel like this and press it down and it should click. Now flip the whole PS3 over backwards. We're going to finish up putting the Blu-ray drive on. So I'm going to zoom in. You should see there are 3 ribbon cables. Hopefully it'll focus. There are 3 ribbon cables. Wait, let me move this out of the way. One right here, here, and here. So just put them inside the clips. Be very gentle. You want to ruin the ribbon cables. So make sure you get these in well. Okay, so once it's in, there's a screw that we put right here. So it's a black screw. Looks like this. So just take a screwdriver and let me turn the light. Let's see if that'll make it better. I don't know. Okay, get the screw. Put it in right there. Screw it in. That's the only screw that holds in the Blu-ray drive. Once that's in, we can flip over the PS3 again and grab the power supply. So here's the power supply. You should have the PlayStation logo facing right side up, and it should go here. Line it up and drop it in. You might hear a click. Okay, and there are two screws that will hold this in. So I'm going to try and show you that. The screws have washers on them, or one washer per screw. And just get this lined up. Okay, so there's a screw. Okay, there, that's focused. Screw that in. There we go. And same with the other side. Grab the screw with the washer on it. Screw this in. There we go. Now take clips on both sides and clip it in. There we go. On this side. There we go. So now our PS3 is all set internally. Next you're going to want to grab the top cover of your PS3 and put it on, I suggest, from the front to back. There we go. So PS3 is good. Now flip it over. Carefully, there's no screws yet. And now we're going to screw this portion in. So again, there's screws around the outside, and all of them look like this, besides the hard drive one, which is underneath here. So start wherever you want, doesn't really matter, and screw them all in. Okay, now you could take the little, I don't know what to call these covers for each screw. The rubbery ones go on the outer corners, and the rest of them, the hard ones, just go in the regular places. I don't know if this is the rubbery one. Okay, there we go. So this PS3, when I got it, it was missing one of the rubber feet. So whatever. Next, you're going to open this port right here and get the only blue screw from your whole entire PS3. It looks like this. For that, we actually need to get the hard drive. So get the hard drive. It should be facing this way, I believe. Okay. Or no, since our PS3 is upside down, probably like this. So just put it inside the hard drive port, like right here. No, wait, it goes like this. There we go. So it should go in. Now take, there's a fastener, 1 second. Looks like this. So flip it over this way and slide it on. Okay, everything should line up right here. Now take the blue screw, drop it in, and screw it in. Once that's in, just close this up. And now we have 4 safety screws. So go get the super thin 1/16 of an inch flathead piece. I'm just going to put it inside my screwdriver. Here it is. Get your safety screws. Maybe if you're keeping this PS3 for yourself, maybe you don't want to put these in if you'll be taking your PS3 apart again. But I'll just put them in because I'm going to be selling this PS3. Okay. And this will do the trick for the safety screws. Okay, all the safety screws are in, just all the screws are in general, so if you'd like, just go ahead and flip it over. And your PS3 is all done. To test that it's all intact, go get your power supply, or cable. Okay, here's my cable. I'm just going to plug it into the back. And if everything is put together correctly, I mean, you should get the red light. And I'm going to plug in my component, because I'm not using HDMI right now. Okay, I'm going to turn it on, we're just going to test it out. Okay, the controller connected wirelessly. I don't know if you saw, but that was the Rogero logo because we just downgraded it. Cell package files, app home is all there. It's on 3.55, so the PS3 works. That means we put it together correctly. There's a green light, eject button, looks nice. So everything works. Guys, I just want to say thank you for watching this series. If you watched the whole series, that's absolutely great. I put a ton of work into these videos. It took me over 2 days to record, and it's going to take a whole lot of time for me to edit because I'm still recording right now as I speak. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of time to edit, so it took a long time to record. I had to buy a new PS3, I had to buy a new 3 flasher, I did a lot, but since you guys wanted it, I did it. I was able to do it. So thank you for watching. Please leave a like for all the hard work I did. And tell me what you thought of the video, or the series. Again, thanks for watching. See you later.